Hi, I'm Dan Sochin, producer from United Front Games, here to show you today's Sleeping Dogs and the mission called Sweatshop, or formerly known as Sweatshop, now Payback. And one of the rival gangs has, basically there's been some sort of infighting amongst the triads, and one of the sort of rival Red Poles or lieutenants has been getting in a turf war with your boss, Winston. So he's ended up kind of pushing the boundary a little further than he should have, and Winston now wants some pretty serious payback. So you're heading to their drug manufacturing plant, and you're going to basically, inflict some damage on his thugs there, as well as really slow down their operation.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? All right, it'll be my pleasure.
So Dog Eye's, or Winston's crew is still fairly suspicious of you, a couple of the guys in particular. So, they've sort of asked you to show what you're able to do and prove your loyalty to the gang by taking out a bunch of the Dog Eye's thugs.
I know him. It's part of Winston's. Fucking get him!
So after taking out some of those first guys and doing some more hand-to-hand combat, next group of guys come at you. You'll see one of the different enemy types there, a grappler. And so we've got a variety of different enemies in the game. You can't just sort of fight them the same way. So the grapplers, big tough guys, if anytime I try and grab them, they're going to beat me 9 times out of 10. So I've got to try and outsmart them in a different way. When they do get a hold of you, see, he dropped me to the ground, and I've got to try and do a quick time event, or in this case, pressing the B button before he stomps on me. So because they're pretty slow enemies with a variety of quick attacks, I can kind of knock them off the guard and off balance, and then finish them off with some heavy attacks. So you'll see a few more environmental props in this area. So in this case, a furnace, throwing a guy into it, and showing another guy here with a weapon as well. I can then pick up the knife and then try and make short work of some of these guys around me. So using the electrical panel here to take that guy out. And you can see that some of the weaker enemies, when my face meter, or the yellow meter on the side, is full, actually get intimidated, and so they'll cower and often try and stay away from me. So we're teaching you here how to do a vault disarm, and by jumping over the table, I'm able to contextually grab the weapon from the guy, get it away from him. So again, as we've seen in a lot of martial arts movies, the main hero doesn't usually run in carrying bazookas and machine guns. They're pretty light and agile. So he runs in, and it's up to him to get the weapon away from the guy by doing a vault disarm. He doesn't have unlimited ammo, so he's got to be smart. Use his cover to try and kind of take a break as well, using some of the objects in the environment that are glowing red, like the gas tanks, and shooting guys with those, shooting those so they explode. I can also do a vault shoot, which puts things in slow-mo. If I'm able to shoot a second guy, in the head, I'm able to chain basically the slow-mo. I can also do blind fire by just pressing the right trigger. I'm shooting another canister. Oops. As you get hit from other gunfire, it actually throws off your aim as well. So we try to be, you know, and also damage, can do quite a bit of damage with each bullet shot you take. Doing another slow-mo gives me the advantage, so I can kind of aim in on the guy and then take him down. So now that I've taken out all the guys around, I'm going to go and try and find Suiwa. So I ran out of ammo there, so I was able to get up to the guy and do a counter move, basically disarm him, get his weapon from him.
Siwa, you're coming with me. Fuck you! I'm not going with you! Stop!
So now I've got to catch Suiwa, and you've convinced Winston to not kill everyone, keep Suiwa alive, who's sort of the guy running this drug plant. And the goal being that if he's not killed, that you can actually take him, have him run the business for you guys, and eventually give a bigger cut to the chairman so that he's not going to be too upset about everything that's sort of going on here. So I grabbed Suiwa and I put him into hostage mode, which means that some of the guys, the enemies, are going to be less likely to shoot at me at risk of hitting him. So you can see the enemy there, slid into cover behind the post. So once I've taken care of these two guys, I can grab Suiwa and kind of drag him along so it's quicker to get out of the room. Make sure there's no more enemies around. Oops. So instead of being able to get out, obviously all the gunfire's drawn the police, and so Suiwa's now escaped, jumped in a police car. So I've grabbed a police bike myself and I'm gonna chase after Suiwa. So once I get close enough to him, I'm going to try and do an action hijack, which basically stands on the top of his bike and then leaps from that onto the other police car. But of course, the cops have sort of seen all this happen, so I've got to evade the cops, drive out of the area until sort of free and clear. Turn off my sirens, be a little more discreet.
Shut up. You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead. Look, I'm not afraid of dog eyes.
Dog eyes? Motherfucker, I get paid by dog eyes, but all my product goes to Big Smile Lee. You wanna fuck with him?
I just did.
You dumb bastards got any idea how badly this is going to fuck things?
Hey, ask me if I care.
My product is what makes the whole triad work.
I don't give a shit about you.
So now that I've got Sweet Y, bring him back to Winston and the guys.
See you. Nice to motherfucking meet you. From tonight on, your partnership with Dog Eyes is done. Take a ride with me. We can talk about the terms of your new partnership. You did good. Here, a little token of my respect. Keep this up and there's a lot more. I get the feeling things are looking up for the Water Street boys.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, man. Look, I don't do this often. But, I'm sorry, I was wrong about you. You show your true colors tonight, brother.
Sway's done a good job here of infiltrating the gang that much further, gaining not just Winston's trust, but some of the other gang members as well. Some of the guys who've been a little bit suspicious of Way. You know, a guy who they'd sort of grown up with, but then disappears for 15, 20 years, comes back, and all of a sudden, you know, wants to know more and more about the triad. So they're definitely a little suspicious of him. But by doing the mission so successfully, you know, they now have some faith in him, which is great. Allow him to, you know, continue to do his police work even more effectively. So I'm Dan Sochin, producer from United Front Games, and I've been showing you today Sleeping Dogs, which will be out August 14th of this year, and it'll be out for the 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows PC.